skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek.
Yeah, we lived on the Harambe kick for quite some time. I think.
I didn't even, honestly, for the longest time, it was like maybe for like 4 or 5 months after it, I didn't know what it was about. I just knew it was a gorilla and something happened.
Yeah,
something. Like, I didn't know the story, and then I read the story. I'm like, that's it. And then I just read all the things that happened. And I was like, what's wrong with people?
Well, no, we started talking about it because we were like, where did Sticks Out for Harambe start?
I was like,
where did that start?
We had hired a new chef, some girl, and like she said it the one day. I was like, what? I was baffled because I was like, what are you saying to me, and why are you saying it to me? Am I supposed to know what this is what's going on here? Because I was like, just no. Yeah, and then like one day at work, I looked it up and I was like, so that's what happened.
We didn't find it funny at first. It was only when it started getting really ridiculous and like people would just make rhymes and shit out of nowhere, just like the stupidest fucking things. So this is Lotsa Pasta. Yeah, I'm gonna introduce now. This is the podcast where we read and talk about the scary things in life, and I'm not talking about Disco Dracula's sex life.
Yeah, I know, it's sad.
If you can't tell who else I'm here with, it's also Mr.SkellyBones. So we're back again after what is probably going to be 20 episode hiatus.
Probably.
Yeah. Back after 20 episodes. I mean, it doesn't feel like it now. But this episode is going to air sometime, maybe this summer.
Because you were like, oh, did you listen to this episode? I was like, no. And you're like, does this listen to? And like, no. And you're like,
just
oh. And then like months later, it's like, hey,
not that much though.
I know, but like I always get them at work.
Yeah.
And I want to listen to them like when I'm on break. Because the first episode I did, and it was amazing. I just sat there and listened to the whole episode. It was great.
I was gonna say, when was the last fucking episode you listened to, Disco Dracula?
Not the most recent one you sent me with me on it, but the other one.
Get into the shit.
We gotta get into
because guess what, Disco D?
What's that?
The last fucking 3 times you've been over here, we've talked about recording an episode and haven't.
And you know why?
Because we got too stoned.
And I fell asleep.
Oh, no.
No, it's those Disney Channel original movies kick the shit out of you, my friend. Like, they put you through a fucking obstacle course of trying to, like, understand and believe in these scenarios. And it's just a complete suspension of belief.
Oh, my God.
And also...
I just remembered how
really,
Up and Away ends.
Funny shit, dude.
Oh, you mean like those old ones? Like
yes,
oh my god, I barely remember them.
We started from Susie Q and Gunther's Paper Brigade, which is like late 80s.
Oh, okay, you're
Gunther's Paper Brigade,
late 80s.
The one with the crazy old dude who has
Robert Englund, fucking Freddy.
Yeah,
fucking love that movie.
The movie's fucking great.
It's love that. And Susie Q is legitimately a good movie.
I fell asleep during that, but it's great.
A little bit crazy.
Plus, it's the fucking Pink Power Ranger.
It's fucking Kimmy.
Yeah,
it's fucking Kim.
It's Kimberly.
So,
get it fucking right.
Whatever, dude. I'm sorry, Mr.SkellyBones, but like, this is 3 weeks. We're trying to hurry this. You're playing Sapphire, so I mean, it's not.
So I'm pretty content with myself.
3 weeks ago, we're watching Halloween Town High and Halloween Town.
No, this was 2 weeks ago.
Homecoming.
We watched Scream Team first.
So the next week then was Halloween Town High and Halloween Town 4, fucking the Halloweening.
How many Halloween Towns are there?
4, but the fourth one.
The first 2 are the good ones, right?
I liked the third one the most.
I don't remember the third one.
We liked the third one the most.
No, it was bad. It was one of those so bad it was good.
I mean, it definitely
was so bad it was good, and then the fourth one was just straight garbage.
But that deals with the fourth one. You can't watch it.
1 and 2 are good.
I really don't remember them much though.
I didn't like 1 or 2. The first one I actually enjoyed was 3. And it's just because we kept making insane links to the rest of the Disney Channel original movies universe. Yeah. We started saying that all of the Disney Channel original movies take place in the same universe.
Really?
We started coming up with a timeline and shit because
they kept saying
because in in Halloween Town 3, Halloween Town High, there are like 6 other links to like monsters and dimensions and other things that we just vaguely were
Which
like...
is the one that were in the mall?
That's Halloween Town High.
You fucking like that one?
Yeah!
I thought that was the 4th one. That one's a piece
the
of shit.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
the
remember
third
Halloween Town High
That's the third one.
at all.
Maybe it's
I
because
thought
we
there was
were all
all that.
high, hey Nailed it.
Anything
Nailed it.
else to add?
No.
I was
Not
going to
really.
say,
There's not much
we
to
could
say
get
about
more
it.
into that, but I don't want to.
I just remember during the 4th one, we were both sitting there, and we were just like, when is this gonna fucking end?
And
We were just like, why is
such,
it...
And why is such a good actress in this piece of shit? Because that chick from Innkeepers is
Oh, yeah.
fucking great.
She's phenomenal. She's great. I love
fucking great.
her.
Great movie. Horror movie shout out, Innkeepers. Good times.
That's another thing. They changed the actress from...
The first
1, 2, and 3 had the
movies,
same
Same
actress.
main girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 4th one, it's the same character, just different
but
actress.
a totally hotter and more acceptable actress.
And we're just like, why,
But it ruins it.
Why couldn't they just make her
it-
like a cousin or something?
It makes it... Or the little fucking sister, god damn it. She never appeared in the
Sophie?
goddamn movie. Didn't fucking matter. So anyway.
Sophie's the greatest
I remember
character.
Sophie.
The brothers, they usually...
She revealed the frogman was
Oh yeah,
actually
the
a
brother.
frogman.
A frog,
brother.
yeah.
Couldn't fucking stand the brother. Hated the brother.
He's in every single one.
Literally.
He's in the 4th one.
Could not stand him. Anyway.
Um,
So then the next week, watched Get a Clue.
and Up, and Away.
Up, and Away.
But Up, and Away before Get a Clue.
You didn't like Get a Clue. You fell asleep. I always liked
I liked
Get
it
a
because
Clue.
it had Lindsay Lohan.
It did not age well.
I don't remember those two. Refresh my memory.
Up and
Lindsay
Away.
Lohan is a little cunt who is like rich and lives in New York or Boston?
I want to say it's New York, but it could be Boston.
I
Because
just remember that kid's accent.
I mean, it's Disney Channel original movies. They
Anyway,
make up their accents.
That's very true. And then the kid who played Alfalfa from Little Rascals,
Bug Hall.
from like Big Green and shit, he grew up and he was in high school. They kind of hook up because they're trying to solve why one teacher goes missing, why another one is blackmailed, and what's going on within like both their lives and like the school system, because they're kind of investigators for the Journal. I think it's like a
It's like a newspaper.
it's like a newspaper
Don't think I saw it.
It's
or
like
a
a school
class. Like
newspaper,
they
yeah.
team up to write an
Yeah, they're in
article.
like journalism.
And it's some kind of gossip thing, and they're trying not to ruin these teachers' lives, but like they're having not an affair, but just like a secret romance, and it's just really interesting. And I always remembered liking the kind of like ska poppy music.
You want ska music? You watch fucking Brink.
Yeah, you watch fucking Brink. We love Brink.
Who doesn't love
Brink is
Brink?
easily the best
Brink
one.
is the best.
Yeah, Brink is
Um,
easily the best one. Phantom of the Megaplex is pretty good too.
Yeah,
I do remember that one.
The
Yeah.
Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire is good
also aged well. Same bad guy can Get a Clue.
too. Yes, you're right.
He looked like a vampire because it had been 10 years at that point and he had not aged.
No, because he's a vampire.
Fucking
Oh, so it's
exactly.
Keanu Reeves.
Exactly. These movies all take
Yeah.
place in the same goddamn universe. So anyway,
Oh yeah.
and we watched Up and Away first, and it's the Proud Family had a baby with the Incredibles, and by saying that I mean it's shit.
It's
and it has one of
awful.
It has one of the worst endings of all time,
Fucking
but
A.
it has kind of like the best message out of all of them.
No,
so
it easily
far.
does, but they could have executed it very.
It's literally
Well,
this
and they
kid's
didn't.
entire family have superpowers, and he spends the entire movie faking them. And at
Very
the end,
poorly, by the way.
literally at the very end, them in super costumes, quick change back into their civilian like personas to go to their son's soccer game.
Yeah.
And he kind of just makes, like, the kid just makes some kind of offhand remark about it being okay that he's not super in, like, a family full of supers.
And then
Okay, that sounds familiar
And then
now.
the camera pans
And
out,
the camera
and that
pans
just cuts.
out and fades to black.
It doesn't
And
even fade to black; it just cuts, doesn't
I
it?
thought it faded. Disney wouldn't.
But anyways, yeah,
cut.
he says the thing, and he like kicks the ball. I don't think he makes a goal or anything. I think he just
No,
kicks
they
the
literally
ball.
just get back into the game.
And then it ends, and I was like, It's just gonna end there. It's just gonna.
Yeah,
he's not gonna get a goal or anything. He's
Yeah,
not
it's
going to
just
get a
that
goal,
sounds
and
more
he's not
familiar
going
when
to
you
become.
explained it,
He's
but
not going
I
to
remember that
realize his superhero potential. It's literally just like it's okay to be the shitty one in the family, and I loved that because I'm the shitty one in my family. so anyway, that resonated.
When I say he faked his powers very poorly, I mean he went outside while his family were eating dinner.
He would say up and away,
and throw like a ball,
and throw a ball through a tree, and it would make a rustling noise, and it would make everyone like look up. And he would really just hide behind them, and then everyone would waste 5 minutes fucking looking for him.
He did that,
and then he
three
would
3 times in the movie.
Yeah, and then he would like jump down from a high point to like
and
land
like,
behind them, and be like, "Oh, just nailed that landing" or something like that.
And we're just like,
stupid really fucking bullshit. And the only one who knew it was bullshit was fucking Grandpa.
Saw through that shit.
He saw through it right away from the first time he faked it. He was like, "Hey,"
but he doesn't call him out until the second one. He just makes weird fucking faces for the entire first attempt. And then what did we watch? What did we watch last week? I don't remember.
Last week it was Are You Afraid of the Dark? Because
we
watched
did,
like
we
6
got back
episodes,
into
and we were just like, "All right, I'm going home."
Yeah, we got back into Are You Afraid of the Dark?
What was that fucking bitch's name? It was she had like a few movies. Was it Xena? Something.
Xenon? He refuses to watch it.
And she loves chicken nuggets, right?
I don't remember this.
She loved them so much that she kept ordering like plate after plate, even though her plates were empty. I fucking loved Xenon.
He won't watch it.
You know,
I remember she made the doll
I
that.
it's whatever. You don't like it. I'm just you know.
She made a doll.
I feel like
of like the celebrity.
Like it's not good.
You gotta watch all 3.
If I think of watching it now, I'm gonna be like, wow, this isn't good. But I'm still gonna like it though.
See, we gotta watch it just to see how bad it is.
I think I would like it even, and I would see how bad it is and still like it because I know how bad it is. I love it.
I figured we would watch Are You Afraid of the Dark for a couple of episodes
Yeah,
while
at
we
least a
eat
couple.
and then play some.
Yes, as we
Good old
consume the
Mario.
flesh. So we
Yes.
consuming pasta. That's my. Here we go. That was my flip.
Okay.
And you guys wanna hit this? We're
Who's starring this shit?
We're gonna get into the spoopy pasta, and
Are we getting spoopy?
yeah.
You guys ready to get spooped?
So naturally, the first thing that I have to say is I hope you're having a good night. I hope you just finished masturbating.
We're currently masturbating.
Yeah, questionable.
To my sexual voice.
Well, now they're not because they just came.
Oh, nice.
Aww,
nice.
Brought it back.
I hope you are playing the bongo like I am right now.
All right.
And I hope you're just, enjoyed life here with us on Lots of Pasta.
And hopefully it's not the end of the world outside like it is right now for us. Because
it's a blizzard. It's a blizzard. This episode isn't going to air till the summer, and it's a fucking blizzard outside.
It's a blizzard.
Right now.
But it was
every
60
5
degrees out
minutes.
yesterday, people.
I was wearing a
60
t-shirt
degrees.
yesterday.
Yeah.
I was wearing a fucking
It was fucking
The
great.
sun was out and it was beautiful. And then this morning I woke up to 5 inches of snow in my car.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the kind of pasta we need to read tonight.
And we're just bitching because
like-
we're from Pennsylvania. We don't not used to this kind of crazy ass fucking weather.
I mean, we are, but usually it's a lot more tame than this.
This is from CreepyPasta. It's a shorty.
Shorty.
I just read the first sentence and I was like, you could read this?
Okay. Lightless City. Do you have someone you hate? Wow. Thanks.
No, I meant like.
Yeah, I know.
I know there's someone.
There's
there has to be
there's
someone
plenty
you
of
hate.
people I hate.
Mr.SkellyBones hates a lot of
Yeah, I'm a very jaded skeleton.
Exactly.
Very jaded.
I was like, that's why you could read this.
Someone you would do anything to hurt, pay any price for vengeance? If so, you may want to consider visiting Lightless City. To get there, to go any decent-sized city and find a deserted alleyway at night, go into it and close your eyes as tightly as you can. Whisper, Lightless City, Lightless City, Lightless City, and concentrate on the darkness. You've probably noticed that there are faint colors and abstract shapes that you can make out if you try to focus your eyes when they're closed. Watch those images go by. After a few minutes, the images should start to get clearer and brighter. When this happens, they'll start taking on detailed forms. images of violent murderers, deformed animals, and similar things. No matter what you see, keep your eyes closed. You'll start to lose track of time, but eventually the images will stop, and you'll see pure darkness. Nothing but deep black. No colors or shapes. When you're certain that you see pure darkness, open your eyes. You will now be in a very dark city. There won't be a single light or star in the sky.
You could say it's a lightless city.
Go die. You will be in a very dark city. There won't be a single light or star in the sky. You should be able to see a faint dark blue outline of the tall buildings around you. Make your way out of the alley and walk as quietly as you can down the sidewalk in any direction. If you hear any movement, run as quickly as you can, away from the noise. There are animals in Lightless City. It's too dark to make out the details. They're the size of large, wild felines and will kill any human they catch. Keep moving until you reach an area with smaller buildings at the edge of the city.
Guy has a problem with cats. Yo, I'm always worried. My dad has 2 new kittens. I always worry I'm gonna step on one of them when I'm going downstairs to get something after I just smoked a blunt.
Oh no.
Cause they fucking yip and they run right in the middle of your feet and where you're walking.
They just want the lovin's and the playins.
Exactly.
Just don't want the steppins.
And this one just talks to me. It just talks to me.
Anyways.
Make sure that's not the blunt.
It is.
A child will approach you, his face dully glowing, letting you see that he is eyeless. He will ask, "Will you share your light with me?" Say yes. The child will reach for your face and rip out your right eye.
Oh, okay.
It will be painful. There shouldn't be any bleeding or open wound. The child will thank you and leave. Keep walking, and a tall man will appear before you. Whose light do you wish to have taken away? Speak the name of the person you hate, and as soon as you say their name, it will go completely and irreversibly blind. Is your hatred satisfied? The man will ask. If it is, say yes, and you will be awakened in the alley. If not, say no, and the man will disappear. Keep walking. You will come across another eyeless child. Will you share your light with me? Say yes, and your left eye will be torn out, leaving you blind. Keep walking, and a tall man will appear again. Although you, of course, will have to rely on his voice. Whose life do you wish for the darkness to claim? Say the name of the one you hate, and they will die. They will not be asked if your hatred is satisfied this time, and you will not be able to return to the alley. I told you to make sure you really hated someone before doing this. You will spend the rest of your life wandering around Lightless City, blind, with only your hatred to keep you warm. For some people, that's enough. I mean,
so Lightless City is for blind people? Is that why it's lightless?
Yeah. Because they don't got eyes.
Because they don't have eyeballs?
Because they don't fucking got eyes.
Yo, I'm gonna say one thing real quick. That story fucking sucked.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. Welcome back to the show.
Welcome back to the episode. I'm sorry your story sucked.
He's not that sorry.
nah.
You know,
thank God I had to
no,
read that
like, you want to read one next?
Oh yeah, definitely.
The tall man.
They're honestly,
So
dude,
come and take out your right testicle.
honestly,
And then
dude,
ask, who do you want to be castrated?
God damn it,
That would make a better story. He's just like me.
God damn it. That's not why I wanted you to read it.
Just because I'm a piece of waste.
Wow.
This story's called Waste.
Oh,
It's from CreepyPasta.
It's co-starring Disco Dracula.
Oh no, you're reading it.
Yeah, it's co-starring me because I'm in the fucking story too.
Oh, you're the waste.
I am the waste.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I thought your shoes was a little girl. Creeped me the fuck out. Like next level. Like.
Oh, I see
ring
what you
shit.
mean. I
Yeah.
don't like this.
I just see
I'm
like a
moving my
dark.
shoes.
I just see a dark shape peeking out under the table.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, kid?
This is Waste as starring me. Watching over his failed attempt at a fire, Henry began to lose all hope in the chance of his house becoming warm that cold winter's night. Henry, a 46-year-old man of failed plights and disappointments, turned to the pale blue, piss-stained love seat in the corner of his living room and just stared. Sure, he would have liked to turn the TV on that was across the room from him and drown out the pain that had harbored in his mind for the last 2 decades, but he decided to just let his thoughts hang around for a while. Henry sighed, with a faint quiver in his raspy smoker's voice. A deeply wrinkled chain smoker, whose salt and pepper beard that touched his outward set collarbones smelled of smoke and failure. Henry had children, yes he did, but his children didn't want him. Yes, he did. But his children didn't want him. They would rather not have anything to do with him. Any attempt to make contact comes to a dead end. His children, all grown up and hardened to the world, stopped caring for Henry after the divorce he and his wife had years back. Henry, who had lost job after job, finally snapped. He lost his head. No fragile object was left unbroken, and a few bruises came of it in the process. After a year-long legal spat, Henry lost just about everything, except the money he had kept away in a bank account he almost forgot existed. Imagine his luck, remembering that bank account. Imagine my luck, Harry managed to say to himself, before his voice gave out underneath choked tears and quivering voice. Henry was always second best. He never made a varsity team in high school, never had that promotion, never had a fulfilling life. His kids hated him, his ex-wife hated him, most of his friends had fallen out of touch, and family was practically non-existent. With his head reeling, Henry barely managed to catch his breath. He inhaled quickly, his thoughts immediately began to race again. My kids hate me, my ex-wife hates me. I feel alone in the world. No one gives two shits about Henry. Henry's a failure, a loser, a bum, a mooch, and a tramp. Why should anyone care? Do it, Henry. This is your end game. Maybe not today, but why put off today for tomorrow? For another 24 hours of anguish, of pain and misery, of emptiness and depression? Henry can stop it all. But who would get Henry's possessions? What possessions? He can't take them with him. He can't take his world's shit anymore. Yes, he can. There's always a light at the end. Henry's a loser. End of discussion. This is over. Now do it! Henry, a man of 46 years of failed plights and disappointment, finally made the best decision of his life. With one crossed leg, building momentum as it moved across his waist, Henry kicked the chair out from underneath him. Oh my god, this story's so sad. He killed himself.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I actually... Did you just go, huh?
I said, yeah.
Oh my god, he just killed himself.
I actually did like that story. Like, that was actually sad and depressing.
Very well written, too.
Yeah.
No, it's nice.
I mean...
And it wasn't, but it was.
But it was.
It was,
That's not me, by the way. I'm not going to kill myself. Don't worry. Don't put me on suicide watch.
You know,
I'm
before
okay.
you got there, I was like, yeah, this is my fucking future.
Oh, no. You're going to have a better love seat than a piss-stained blue one.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. What? I'm going to be your love seat?
You will be my fucking love seat.
I like where this is going.
Let me
Just get home from work and just like, oh, hi, honey. Let me wipe off your seat for you. Just wipe your face off.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Of course you do, you fucking perv.
This next one is from TheOtherSide Tumblr. It's like a creepypasta. The acronym is TOAST. This one's called the Texas StiltWalker. I don't know what the abbreviation stands for. It might have just been yeah, but I don't know what it means. I live in the Texas Hill Country by a river in a small town, and I had some co-workers over tonight. One of them hadn't seen my river yet, and I'd been telling her how awesome it was, but it was raining when they got here. It just stopped raining a little bit ago, so we all walked down to the river in the moonlight to check it out. You have to walk down this tree-lined path off the road, which takes a turn and goes downhill to the river. There's a bank on the other side, covered with trees, that goes back maybe 15 yards from the edge of the water until it reaches a cliff wall that goes up maybe 10 yards and is pretty steep. It's dark, but the moon is giving us some light because Texas weather can never make up its mind if it's raining or clear, and our eyes have adjusted at this point. We brought a couple beers with us, and we're sitting on the rocks talking. My buddy Jarrett is sitting across from me with his girlfriend. This new girl is sitting next to me. Hey. He's in the middle of a sentence looking between me and the girl next to me when he looks back over both of our shoulders, widens his eyes, and cuts off what he was saying with "holy fuck" in this really quiet voice. Holy fuck.
I absolutely never want that to happen in my entire life.
We turn around and I barely have time to register what I'm seeing because it was dark. There was something black about half as tall as the cliff, so 15 feet tallish, on these extremely spindly legs, noiselessly sprinting through the trees on the opposite bank. I couldn't make out the shape too well, but my impression was that it was covered in long hair, and its body and head were kind of like a dog looking down, but stretched longer. Most of its height was in its legs, which were really thin. Jarrett turned on the flashlight and shone it across the water at the thing, and it stopped moving and turned to look at us. It had humongous eyes that reflected the light from the flashlight. After a split second of this, it turned away from us and just scaled the cliff as easily as it was striding across the ground and disappeared from sight. We stared for a second, and then we just ran back to my house. We shat bricks over what we saw, and then they all just went home. All 4 of us saw the thing, and we all seemed to be in agreement on what it looked like. I think my heart rate finally went back to normal just before I started writing this, and now it's back up. What happens now? Do I call animal control or something? I don't know what this thing is. If it's dangerous or what, I don't want to go outside or even look out my window at the trees. Also, I didn't score with the new girl, and we left like 5 unopened beers on the bank of the river. What the fuck? I like that it's kind of like reading a funny Tumblr post.
Yeah, I like that. I actually like that a lot. The description of it definitely freaked me out. I'm not gonna lie. When you said running across the trees, me and Mr.SkellyBones just like looked at each other.
I know, you guys exchanged a glance.
I look over at him. He's just like.
Yeah, I was like
every time you said a word, it was like hitting him in the face.
Yeah, I was like, this is describing.
And like I'm thinking about the way it's looking. I'm like, I would scream like the smallest girl in the world if I saw something. And when it said big eyes, I just imagine like a giant squid's eyes, like the size of dinner plates.
Oh fuck! Part of me imagined like a mix between something from like The Mist with fugly ass deer from Princess Mononoke. Anyway, I like the quality of the toast stories. I think we've been reading them on the past couple episodes, so like they're fun.
Though I do have to say, when you said it like scaled the cliffs, and it just like kind of went its own way and just scaled the cliffs, I was like, oh, what a cutie. Like, hey guys, just like fucking left.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Oh, you guys are afraid of me. Bye.
Okay, what we got? Glitch by the toast. Have you ever been talking on the phone when suddenly you hear a click and somebody else begins to dial? Sometimes, if a phone line crosses, you can establish a connection with the other line and begin to hear them talking. Most of the time, it's nothing serious. An unfamiliar voice might apologize and hang up, allowing you to resume your conversation, and you never hear about it again. Just a simple glitch. Most of the time. If you ever hear the phone click twice, followed by a moment of static, hang up and disconnect your phone line. If it begins to call, get out of the house immediately. If there are certain frequencies which you can carry unnatural entities through your phone line, sometimes they want to talk to you too. Dun, dun, dun.
Interesting. Spooky.
I thought
they were going to take a government angle. The government.
The government totally sucks, you motherfucker. The government totally sucks.
When I think of like something trying to communicate through like lines, I think of like that really whiny alien voice, like the probes from Star Wars. There.
Oh yeah.
I imagine that.
That makes sense.
Like because like it's like really nasally and harsh.
Yeah.
And it's like not like super cartoony alien.
But it's a little fucking stupid.
Yes. But a little fucking stupid.
Yeah, just a little fucking stupid.
Ooh, okay. This is the tattoo. And this is also toast.
You just got your first tattoo.
I did just get my first tattoo, like almost a month ago. Yeah. Fuck you. You wake. God damn it. You wake after a wild night of partying to find that while you were wasted, for some reason, you had a crude smiley face tattooed on your foot. You write it off as a lesson to never drink that much again. The next time you wake, however, you discover the face is now on your ankle, and it's not as crudely drawn. The day after that, it's on your lower leg, and it's starting to look more like a drawing of a real face. As it continues to move up day after day and become more realistic looking, you wonder what happens when it reaches your own face.
So Disco Dracula goes out and immediately gets a tattoo of like fucking Nico, and then
You
just
best-
hope
you
her
best girl
fucking
alone.
face just turns more real towards his dick.
Stop there, though. Don't go any further. It would be either
Stare
Nico
at it.
or
Just
Ren,
look at it.
by
Just
the
look
way.
at Alright, so this will be the last creepypasta.
and kiss it.
I think that looks good.
I think you look good.
Thanks.
No problem.
This one's called The Other Earth. The Other Earth!
The revenge.
From Toast. Should you ever despair of life so much that you want to die, you have the means at hand and yearn to end your life. You have written a suicide note to those you will leave behind, and you are prepared to die. At that moment, stop. Get a pair of scissors. Cut away at the note until you end up with a piece of paper in the shape of a key. Go to a door, anyone will do. Push the paper key forward and turn your hand as if unlocking an imaginary lock. Just stay with me, okay? This is just a very complicated process. And, you know, it's probably frustrating. It's probably frustrating to stick a piece of paper into a fucking door.
Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me?
The lock is real. Open the door. There you will find it. The other Earth. The one that awaits to replace this one when it dies. That death is inevitable. But in the meantime, the other Earth will belong to you. Be warned, the other Earth is very different from this one.
I fucking like that. That could be a movie.
Very Twilight Zone.
That could be a movie.
It's Coraline.
Fuck you.
Which the book is much better than the movie.
Oh fuck yeah, the book is
Love the
terrifying.
Love the book.
Oh, okay, what do we got going on?
Can you hear me?
I could speak in that voice for like 2 seconds and then my voice will die. Alright, a ghost photograph.
Macho man.
We're gonna take a...
What's going down?
We're gonna take ghost photos.
Yeah,
We
this is
announced.
a ghost photograph. This is from the other side Tumblr, but I think I called it a TP, like a troll pasta, because I think it's supposed to be stupid.
Okay.
You could read it however you want.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Doesn't a high voice like that.
You can read it however you want.
We're gonna take ghost photos, we announced, and boldly made the trip to a haunted place. There were 4 of us, 4 stupid guys, in the group, and with the digital cameras and mobiles in hand, we took pictures of every suspicious looking corner of the place. On coming home, we immediately checked all the pictures on the computer, but not even one of them had captured the faintest shadow of a ghost. And we took nearly 100 of them. LOL. In desperation, I used a group photo with 4 of us, all stupid looking, and using Photoshop, superimposed this really scary ghost face on top. A fake ghost photo, successfully produced. I showed it to another friend, and he looked at it and said, "This is for real, man?" He then went really pale. Idiot, LOL. Did you get it? I didn't get it the first time. I'll give you a hint. They didn't use a tripod.
It's fucking stupid. Disco Dracula dance party.
Do, 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 do. I locked eyes with Mr.SkellyBones over there while doing that, and it made me giggle. This is the LegMonger. See, didn't do it. Ooh, this is toast roll pasta.
Just like.
Okay. One afternoon, a boy walking home from school was approached by an old woman. Do you want a leg? Jesus Christ. Do you want a leg? The boy tried to ignore her, but she wouldn't go away. Do you want a leg? Do you want the leg? She asked him over and over and over again. I don't want a leg! The boy rebuffed her harshly.
His life. I don't want a leg!
Please stop! A horrible scream rang out in the darkening street. People who rushed to the scene got shot. Your
face when you read that and you re-looked at it, you're like, hold on a second. What the fuck did I just read?
Those were words.
Oh, man.
People who rushed to the scene got the shock of their lives. On the street lay a boy who got his leg torn off. Yo, that old woman's fucking savage as fuck. How to the LegMonger. Oh, we got a part 2 here. Okay,
How to.
Part 2, how to, what the fuck ever. There is no escape from the LegMonger. If you say no to the monster, you will lose your leg like the boy above. But say yes to her, and she will put the 3rd leg on you, whether you like it or not. There's only one answer that would get you safely out of the situation. Tell her, I don't want your service, but I suggest you go and ask someone's name. She would do as you say and go to the other person, but make sure you say the name of someone you don't like. ...
That's how you LegMonger.
So it follows.
Except instead of fucking, it's an old bitch yelling about legs.
Do you want the leg?
You did that very well.
That's good. I like that one. Also, that shouldn't be a troll pasta. That was terrifying.
No.
Imagine an old lady ripping off your fucking leg.
It was fucking stupid.
Frenchy fry. Would you like a French fry?
French fry.
I see why I see why you want to read this one.
So this one's called Thug Aim.
What?
Thug Aim. Troll pasta.
That's the story of your life here.
Trolls, I said to myself as I closed my browser. Skeletons just appearing? It was
What?
not likely. I knew it wasn't a good idea to be reading horror stories this late on Halloween, but I was alone and bored. For the thin and slender man I was, it was a wonder that I was still single. It felt like I would be alone forever. Zol! I yelled to my cat as she ran across the hall outside my room. Go away! I was still mad at that ball of fuzz for breaking my wax jack statue from the movie Nightmare Before Christmas.
This is me.
It was my favorite creation. It was also hard to make. Candles were my source of wax for Jack. She ran back and looked at me, meowing. Go away, you broke my candle, Jack, and I stopped mid-sentence when I heard a horrible grating sound on my window. The next thing I knew, I heard my front door thrown open, followed by what could only be described as the sound of bones rattling.
This isn't about Candlejack.
And it's not about Candlejack. I was hoping it was.
I'm so excited.
I love Candlejack. I peered around the corner and I saw it. Its bones glistened in the soft light of the hallway lamp as it popped out and into view. There was a skeleton in my house, and it had just seen me. If only I had a gun and I hadn't had that accident. My hand was damaged last year in a wreck, and I lost Thug Aim, which was my favorite way to hold a pistol. Panicking, I ran to my room and slammed the door shut. Unfortunately, I forgot that tomorrow was laundry day, and there were clothes on the ground under the door, so it failed to shut. I saw it. I saw the skeleton slide his hands inside the crack of my door. Then, the skeleton slowly opened the door. Acting out of fear and not knowing what else to do, I got on the floor, shaking as I tried to climb under my bed. The next thing I knew was that the skeleton was in my room and everybody walked the dinosaur.
Oh, and that skeleton.
The skeleton popped out. And then Mr.SkellyBones popped out.
Okay, this is called the Creeper. The Creeper Keeper.
The Keeper.
In any city or town, go to a supermarket. Go to any of the workers there and say the following words. I wish to speak with the Keeper. If they fall, run away as fast as you can. Don't look back, and don't stop, for you have summoned Satan. I didn't know that it was that easy. If you don't run, you shall go insane and commit suicide. If they don't fall, they will take you to the way back of the storage area. There will be a couch. Sit in the middle of the cushion or experience 1,000 years of pain. Wait for 6 minutes, and then in 6 seconds, a thin old man will appear. He will give you 6 bones and disappear, and you will then appear in your house. Quickly bury the 5 boxes and open... Oh, boxes, not bones. They'll give you 6 boxes. Quickly bury the 5 boxes and open the one you kept. If there's a golden cat charm, keep it for money. If there's a devil's pitchfork, burn it in your fireplace. For if you don't, you will be possessed and commit suicide and feel 666 years of pain.
Jesus
That's the
Christ.
story.
That's the story.
Is that the story? Mr.SkellyBones getting flubbed out over here
No,
with
flubby.
the fucking bad stories.
I like this last one. This one's called OCD, but it's spelled O-C, and then like the name D, as in CC. It's a troll pasta. Fuck! 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 I yell out, sweat pouring down my face as I melt away from the stress of the situation. There is my mother, my perfect, caring, and understanding mother, lying on the floor, semi-conscious after the nasty fall she just had. I turn her over to lay her on her back, and I immediately notice the swelling. She must have hit her head on the floor when she face-planted under the dining room table. The blood is overwhelming the white tile floor, flowing steadily from a large gash on the left side of her neck. She must have caught the corner of the glass tabletop.
Oh shit.
You know, I always stack double school books on those tiles over there. That was so stupid and clumsy, Mom. I can't stop looking at the gash in her neck. The swelling is spread across her forehead so it looks to be evenly distributed. But that gash on the side of her neck, just isn't right. She knows I can't be put in a situation like this, never been able to handle them well at all. I love my mother dearly, and I can't just watch her bleed out of the gash. I have to do something. Mom, listen to me. You have to stay still. Do you understand? This may hurt a bit, but you cannot move, or it's just going to be worse. I'll be right back. I run to the kitchen, 2, 3, 2, and click the light switch 6 times. As I approach the knife stand, I make sure to rub the green wall counter clockwise 24 times and clockwise 24 times before I lift every knife in the block until I settle on the one that feels the best, the paring knife. I skip 2 tiles, 3 tiles forward and 2 tiles right until I am even with my mother. As I bend down over her, I make sure that I even up the blade opposite her neck from the existing gash. Mom, quit moving. You're going to mess up my line. Once it is perfectly symmetrical, I'll get you a towel and call you the ambulance, okay? Stay calm.
What a fucking cunt.
Yeah.
While helping her die.
It didn't feel like it was as much of a troll pasta because it was kind of brutal.
It was brutal.
The man. I'm the man. The man.
Boners over here.
One day a man was walking down the road, and a boy said to him, "Hello." The man didn't say anything back. The boy didn't understand why the man didn't reply, so he went home and stabbed himself in the heart. Now people never walk down the road anymore, just in case they see that man. Wow.
God damn it.
Wow. Oh.
Fucking terrible.
He didn't say anything to me.
Right in the heart.
I mean, essentially, yeah, you're not wrong.
Stabbed in the heart.
Shot through the heart.
And you're too late, darling, you give love a bad name.
This is a change for $1.
I can see why I wanted him to read this.
Yeah. The next time you make a purchase, hand the clerk a $1 bill and ask her to make change. She will hand you back a number of coins, several of which bear the likeness of long-dead historical figures.
And that's what I needed him to say, because 1 of favor equals 4 of coin. God damn it!
I can read different
if
words,
he's
so-
out there, I think he tries to regularly listen to the episodes.
Oakley Doakley.
So that one's called Bitten.
A bit.
A bit.
One night, the most scariest night of them all, I went out for a walk. Something bit me. I screamed. There was something out there, but only I know, because that very night I turned into a vampire.
Fucking nice.
Bitten!
It's the most like dumbed down vampire story I've ever heard.
Origin story done.
Yeah.
Done. This is Lotsa Pasta. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Quite a rambler. Hey, but Mr.SkellyBones, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for, partaking in this
For skittering
Ceremony?
down. I was-
bountiful feast
Oh yeah. Always a fun
ceremony.
time
ceremony.
with the ghoulies. Always fun with the
What's
ghoulies.
one of your major? What's one of the major things you're most passionate about in life? Ghouls.
Oh. Why?
I don't know. It's always funny.
Oh, okay. Right over my head.
Magnets? What else does he say? He's like, ghouls. I did a really good Charlie Day impersonation the other day, and I don't know if
That was
I'll
when they were
ever-
making the
I'll
dating
ever get
profile,
back
right?
There. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, season 12
Season
finale was
season-
so
yeah.
fucking
Don't tell
good.
me anything. I haven't
So
seen any
fucking
of season
good.
12.
Is it the one that's just airing?
Airing,
Yeah, I
yeah.
haven't seen
Well,
it.
it just ended.
Yeah.
Last episode was last
I
night. It
haven't
was
seen it
so
either.
fucking good.
I love It's Always Sunny so fucking
It has
much.
like a canon approach. It has an actual finale. It's interesting.
Oh, that's sad.
It's gonna change things up for next season.
Oh my god, who dies?
No.
no, 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 no.
So this was Lots of Pasta with not too many name drops today. This is gonna be an interesting episode
Yeah.
to edit because we had a dance break, but that's about it. Disco Dracula.
Yeah.
I think it's like the 4th or 5th time. Oh, we're gonna watch more Are You Afraid of the Dark
Yeah. Are we fucking out?
after we get high and eat some pizza.
Fucking sit here in silence. This is how we hang out. We just sit here in silence. We stare at each other a little bit, dicks in hand.
Dicks out for Harambe.
Yo, dicks
Not
out.
our own
Bringing
hands.
it back around.
Yeah, you're
I
I'm Mr. SkellyBones. I got my boner out right now.
mean, that's where you went.
God damn it. And we're out!
2 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe. And I get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I met a bad bitch last night in the D.